awesome shot.
Hi!
Hello.
Hi, Internet. Welcome back. We're the Knights of the Drunk Watch. And while we were gone, our dear friend Colin, who has decided he's going to murder us tonight, gave us another super chat shot. Thank you so much, Colin.
We love you.
We're going to change the rules after tonight.
On Patreon, if you want to see us talk about dirty shit and God knows what else is on there.
Ooh, come see our Nights After Dark.
Nights After Dark. We reviewed, what, Gwyneth Paltrow's sex toys? And God knows what else.
And Edward Penis Hands.
Fingers.
No,
anyway,
penis hand.
So for you, as our talk begins, this drink is for Colin. Jacob, pay attention.
Thank you, Colin.
And now our talk begins.
Oh God! Oh God!
Oh shit! Okay.
Colin might actually kill me.
God damn it!
I'm good.
Okay. Mark, why do you always make these so strong?
I will make them weaker next time for the faint of heart.
Okay, some of these are just like stuff that happened, so I don't even know if we're gonna actually like talk about it.
Well, what happened?
The first bit was Daenerys and Varys, so I wrote Dany versus Varys, and yes, the talking dragon.
Yeah, well, no, she got very. I mean, which granted she should be doing. She's letting him into her inner circle. She has every right to be wary of him because yes, he did conspire to have her assassinated. But yes, we know Varys and we know his story, so we were kind of siding with Varys. But I think in the end, it turned out okay.
I think it was really awesome to finally. Oh, by the way, for anybody who hasn't been here, this is the talking dragon. You're not going to tell me there's another super chat, are you? Colin, we're going to die.
We're doing it 2 more times.
Oh, Lord. Okay.
Bring it.
We still have some jello.
He also said safety first, don't do it.
Safety first. Okay. So this is the talking dragon. Hopefully it'll work. We're really drunk for that. The point of all of this is I think it was really neat to get to see Varys' story from a different point of view. Like, we always knew he was for the realm, but I never made the connection that he was for the little guy. He's the, libertarian of the group. He's like, I just want less government and more individual freedom. I like him. So, anybody have anything else they want to say about Varys? Okay.
All right, moving on.
I was going to say, ditto to what
phenomenal cosmic power and
space.
Sorry, I just wanted to
that
do that.
works.
Robin Williams.
Crystal, you got the speaker ready?
Well,
Is somebody calling in?
Colin just said, that Varys very early on said he wants the throne for himself, and Crystal agreed with them, and that's not what he said. He said he's always been for the realm.
Yeah, Littlefinger wants the throne for himself. Varys doesn't want to be there.
He did in the very beginning of the series mention that he wanted the throne.
No. The only thing he said is that he may be the only person in the Seven Kingdoms who doesn't want to sit in that chair.
Yeah.
That's what he said. All right, next point.
Next point, we've got Melisandre has arrived at Dragonstone. And the most important thing to come out of that whole thing was Prince with no gender in the prophecy.
Yes.
So there is no gender to the prince or princess that was promised. But apparently that would sound too gay.
Doesn't exactly fall off the lips.
Right, exactly. So I think that's interesting, but a lot of people have been, expecting that Dany could be the prince that was promised. We were never stuck on a dude. Like, we always expected that maybe Dany could be.
Well, because there is the point that, yes, she does have the dragons, and she did walk out of the fire, but then there's also, Jon Snow, who's a Targaryen that she just brought back to life. But she didn't, Melisandre did not tell Daenerys that, but she just say, speak with him, and then maybe he will tell her.
But at the same time, Dany brought her dragons to life by plunging them into the heart of her beloved. So the story does parallel, because she killed Khal Drogo, and because of his
only death can pay for life, and it was the death of Drogo, her son, and the gypsy wench.
So I'm really enjoying that. The next big thing that happened, and I'm really excited for us to just go crazy on this, is Qyburn's Dragon Solution.
Oh, God.
Okay, we have our death chart right here. I feel really bad for doing this, but after tonight's episode, I added a black X to Drogon's name because he specifically mentioned the dragon that had already been wounded, or
Yeah.
We'll
I still find it upsetting that we don't have Ghost or Nymeria on this list because I wanted to mark Ghost originally.
Ghost on the list. Been added.
Okay, cool. So I'm going to be marking Ghost. Okay, anyway, so the solution is very interesting.
You pass this on to me while
sorry,
you
but
continue.
nobody thought of a giant arrow before? Like, that's just some like great revolution.
It's very Hobbit-ish. That totally made me think of The Hobbit.
What were you going to say?
That's why I was like, you got to have the black arrow to do it, and you got to look for the scale, the missing scale of its armor.
Yeah, well, we all know that there was a lot of J.R.R. Tolkien in George R.R. Martin's writings. So, okay, let's move on because I'm feeling like we're gonna have some questions. So we're gonna get to that later. Dragon Skull, we already did that. Okay, the idea that the Iron Throne was forged by Valyrian the Dread.
We already knew that.
Right, but I never considered, does that make the entire Iron Throne Valyrian Steel?
Wait. Okay, no. I know what you're saying. It's because it's not that those swords were Valyrian Steel to begin with, but the thing is that Valyrian Steel was forged with dragon fire. Is that what you're saying?
Right, yeah. So I'm wondering, did they become Valyrian Steel when the dragon fire was applied to them? Did they get tempered in a way that makes them Valyrian Steel?
So you're saying the Night King is going to be tossed on top of the Iron Throne?
No, but it does support my theory that they're going to destroy the Iron Throne.
In order to make more Valyrian swords.
And because that's how you end the Game of Thrones. You destroy the throne.
Yeah. She's been on that theory for a while.
There's still an entire Dragonglass throne.
That's true. There are a lot of
And
Dragonglass.
also, I'm pretty sure if you took the throne apart and tried to turn it into swords, it'd just be fucked.
But now maybe they can make more Valyrian Steel since they have dragons.
But you still have to know that. Yeah, Tywin did say that there were 4 known people in the world who knew how to work Valyrian Steel, and he said he knew all of them.
So next is going to be the Unsullied are being sent to take the rock, Casterly Rock.
But the Unsullied were not with.
No. Yeah. The Unsullied left on their own across land.
That's right. That's the land battle that we're going to see.
They were heading to King's Landing. The Dornish were heading to King's Landing.
The Westerosi were heading to King's Landing.
Oh, that's right.
To lay siege.
Okay. The dragon is not necessary right now. We're not screaming at each other. Anyways, so they're heading there, and we got an awesome little love scene with Melisandre and Grey Worm. We're shipping it.
Told you, you don't need a penis to make a woman happy.
He heard some stories from the body.
I don't know.
Yeah, that's what I wrote next. Grey Worm pops his cherry.
He pops someone's cherry.
Let's just get through this quickly. Let's talk about the scene where Jorah's getting cured.
Oh, that was brutal. I didn't expect there to be so much pus.
What is going on with Sam this season, y'all?
Good for Sam.
No, I was gonna say something.
Give him the dragon.
No, good for Sam. Is that because while all of these maesters are sitting here saying, no, he's too far along, we're not even going to try. But here's Sam saying, wait a second, there's a 1.5% chance that he could survive. If he's going to die anyway, why not? So, good for Sam. I'll drink for Sam. He's one of my favorites.
No, I was going to say.
He's going to die.
That, the very first time you see Sam. Oh, God.
Again? Oh, Colin, you're killing us.
I'm not going to lie. The last scene that I saw
loading him up.
in last season, in season 6, when he was leaving with Gilly to go to...
What is that?
Sorry, I'm just testing the speaker.
He's testing the speaker. Here's my shot glass.
Go ahead.
I had from the beginning, ever since I first saw Sam, I've had so much faith in him. And I don't know what it is. I don't know if it was just his demeanor from the beginning or what it was, but I knew he was going to be important to the story in some way, shape, or form. Which is why I sincerely think
he's going to save the world.
Season. He's going to save the world.
Cheers to
The
Sam.
little guy is going to make it happen.
And to
Alright,
Colin.
So this is another shot from Colin that we have been requested.
Colin, I bet you're happy you discovered us.
Our benefactor,
I want to know
Colin.
what Colin does for a living.
Right? What do you do for a living, Colin? We really want to know.
Make people drink. That's what he does
we
for
totally.
a living.
He's
like,
not
I
making
wish I
money
could.
doing that.
You don't know that.
To you,
All right.
Colin.
So
thank
to
you.
Colin and to Samuel Tarley,
Colin,
saving the world.
hello.
I will dilute the Jello a little bit more next week. Okay.
This is like that one episode last season where we had to take like 1 million shots.
No,
You did because you wagered that the wall was coming down.
Yeah.
Okay, so
anyways,
Sam.
Sam is gonna save the world.
Okay.
Save everybody.
Hot Pie and Ari reunion.
What happened to that poor kid who plays Hot Pie? He got old
He's still
and he got
adorable.
no. He got a little weird look. I'm sorry too. The
looks
actor.
exactly
He's
the
also
same.
he's probably still in a awkward stage.
I
Is
love
he in
him.
that awkward puberty stage where he just looks? Oh,
We
poor
still
guy.
love you, man.
Yes.
He's such a
And then Arya makes the decision to head north.
I knew it.
As soon as she realized that her family was there.
I knew,
Yeah,
which is
yeah.
why I didn't last week watching it. I did not believe her when she said, "I'm going to King's Landing to kill the queen." I was just like, no, I never believed that.
I want to discuss this further when we discuss the last part of
Okay.
this. Okay. So Arya decides to head north. Then Jon makes the decision to head to Dragonstone. And before you say anything, Internet, that means Jon is about to meet some dragons. He's gonna meet a dragon.
What does that
This
mean?
is
Means
big
he's
news.
gonna find out which one is his. Maybe
That's right.
Rhaegal.
It has been proven that he is a Targaryen. We know this fact.
Viserion.
Which means he's also there with Daenerys, the other Targaryen, and then Tyrion, who, going by all those other theories, may also be a Targaryen too, but
So
we don't know
all
that yet.
three Targaryens together, I'm gonna lose my
With their
mind
dragons
this
on
episode.
Dragonstone. So exciting.
It's too much. It's too much right now. Literally, that's what happened, except originally it was like Aegon and his two sisters, but now it's Dany and her two cousins, possibly brother. Because Tyrion would be her brother, right? Because he would be the
Tyrion
Mad
will be
King's
her
son.
half-brother.
And then
if that
Jon,
theory's
yes.
true. Yes.
Question.
So Colin says, I put with you, listen to Colin now.
Yes, we're
Colin-
trying, Colin. We're trying to listen.
Colin says he thinks Arya's making a big mistake by going up north and should just go kill Cersei, take care of that, then go see the family.
We will discuss this further on the last point because I think something has changed.
Okay.
Okay, we only have a couple more things. Littlefinger in the crypts with
Ugh.
Jon Snow. And the previous scene to that, which was Jon Snow handing over the North to Sansa Stark.
I'm
All
telling you,
this.
I will wager a Jello shot that when Jon comes
You heard
back,
it here.
she is not going. Almost. Never mind. Not gonna.
If the Night King
Is that
shows
when?
up on her doorstep, she will.
Yeah. Is that? But no, I can see her not giving the North back. If she's there with all the Knights of the Vale who are supporting her, while he's gone, she's going to work to get everyone on her side so that they're going to want her to be their queen. So, but yes, at that point, the Night King will arrive, and none of that's going to matter anyway.
There's no way the free folk would follow her over
Jon.
The free folk are at the castles, though. They're already gone.
That's true. They have already moved on.
They left. They're the Night's Watch now.
So
Yeah,
pretty
they
much
are
it's
the
just the
Night's
Knights of the Vale.
She is Lady of the North. But she's still married to Tyrion as well. Jon's going to see her husband.
Oh, his
And right
brother-in-law.
now, because Tyrion
Or
is in
cousin-in-law.
Westeros, Littlefinger cannot marry her.
Nope.
He cannot marry. What?
Yes.
Yes.
Married Bolton.
It illegitimizes her marriage to Bolton then.
Right.
But
She was-
Well, actually, it might not
That's
since
true.
Tyrion is still accused of murdering.
Well, and she never consummated the
Jon.
marriage with Tyrion.
Yeah.
But
well,
nobody knows.
So they
Nobody
can
knows
contest
that.
it, but just
The point is, they're still married, and I always liked them as a couple. Actually, I think they'd be great.
Huh.
Anyway, the crypt scene happened. Yes.
yes.
Ned strangled Littlefinger outside the whorehouse, and Littlefinger loved it and made sure Ned died. Jon just did the same thing, the same reaction. Jon is in trouble, so do a shot. Thanks to the turncoat prediction.
Oh my lord! All right, we're gonna do it. But while
This is my last one,
Mark
Colin.
is
This is
getting
it.
this together.
After this.
I'm gonna say
That's
that
$100 he spent on us tonight.
you're amazing, Colin. You're amazing. Just to get a super straight
Thank you,
stick.
sir. I'll do two.
We will drink all the shots in the world for that money, because that's gonna get us some stuff. Thank you. All money goes to this channel and not in our pocket.
It doesn't go into the alcohol.
We
We'll say
no,
that.
it strictly goes into channel
Oh,
stuff.
God.
So yeah, we're trying. Okay, so in response to that,
You're the
though,
bear.
Right.
I have to say the way that Littlefinger reacted to Jon was entirely different than the way Littlefinger reacted to Ned Stark. I think that he has less control of this situation than he did with Ned Stark. He looked genuinely worried.
Yeah.
Well, because
when he came out of the crypt.
Well, because Littlefinger has known Ned Stark for years.
Colin wants to let you know safety first.
Yes, thank you, Colin.
Well,
He doesn't
but
want anyone to die.
we got this.
the only place I have to be.
Wow.
That's right, Colin. I live here, so I'm just going upstairs.
No more Jello shot.
Everybody's Uber.
No more super shots.
Everybody
Are
is
we taking this?
Yep,
Uber.
Um,
Yes. Thank you,
Yeah.
Colin, for everything
Alright,
tonight.
so
We
far.
appreciate it.
I'm
Be
not-
like Colin, but not tonight.
But see, but the thing is that Littlefinger has
This may
no.
not have been a great idea.
Is that a Frey shot glass?
It is.
Yes, it is.
Oh God.
Colin-
Who's drinking out of that one?
They're
Buddy,
babies
come on,
and they
that's why it's
can't
so
handle it,
full.
but I
Alright.
would gladly
Be careful.
take your money. But the thing is that Littlefinger has known Ned Stark for years, so
Yeah.
it was probably always easier for him to manipulate and plan Ned's next move, as opposed to Jon Snow that he hardly really
that
knows
was his
personally.
first conversation.
Yeah.
Specified,
Yeah.
first
So
conversation.
is the thing is, no matter what Littlefinger is planning, he doesn't know what Jon Snow might do.
Okay, so the final thing that we have to talk about, and this brings us back to your original point, Colin, and to some of your original stuff, is Nymeria. Nymeria has appeared and departed, apparently. She was there for like 5 seconds. So here's my thing. We were all like, what does "that's not you" mean? Right? We were all wondering, because that's the last thing she said was "that's not you."
Yes.
So I think that means that Arya is not going
Use your
north.
words.
Not
Oh,
again.
What?
Colin
Oh,
wants
the
to
dragons.
send a shot to the people who said they can make it all night.
Not me.
Marcus,
I tapped out.
let's go. Give me a bones first.
Yeah, let's go.
Oh,
No,
I
we're not
tapped out.
tapping out.
It is
We're
my
not.
channel.
There's
and I'm
4 of
fucking-
us that are not having to work tomorrow.
gotta-
By the way,
What the fuck are you
mind
talking
you,
about? Work tomorrow?
This guy.
Colin,
Oh, yeah,
in
he's
case
doing
you
the
haven't been
morning
able
Yeah,
to
I
tell,
work a double tomorrow. I gotta go pick up.
Colin,
Alex
we
tomorrow.
are drinking out of Game of Thrones shot glasses. I am drinking Targaryen
But
Fire
Jacob's
and
got a
Blood.
hot date, so he's
Well,
just
that's
gonna
a few
keep
days
it.
Audie's
away.
drinking out of
That's a couple
Stark.
days away.
Zach is drinking out of.
And we are really sticky,
Dorn.
Colin.
I have
Right
Mormont.
here.
I'm okay with having Mormont because she's a badass.
And right here,
Yes.
are the twins just fucking sitting here. Nobody's touching that
And
crap.
Andrew is drinking out of Lannister.
He
Oh,
was
Colin, we love
afraid.
you. Love you, Colin.
Who's got the
He's
phrase?
awesome,
Thank you,
man.
Colin.
All this
This
ass
is the
on
phrase.
screen.
Fuck the phrase. Colin,
but
I don't want to put you in the phrase. I'd say this is your shot, Colin, but I don't
Colin,
wanna
we
put
are
you in
coming to the
phrase.
end of the Jello
That's
mold,
it. I
mind
mean,
you.
unless you want us to lick it. What is
No!
that? $5
No.
to lick it?
I'll tell you.
Or we have a bottle of mezcal.
$20 for me
Is
to
that
lick the
somebody?
pan.
Is that Colin?
No, is it Rachel?
Like, we might have somebody
Did you have to
calling in,
accept the
folks.
collect call charges?
Hey,
No.
you want to join our chat?
Yeah.
Or is it K?
Here we go. We're getting ready to talk about Nymeria. You
We're
ready?
about to bring somebody
Oh,
on the
what's
show
the
for the very first time. We're really excited. I'm drinking that.
Okay, say hello.
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 Who are you?
What's up, Nymeria? You interrupted yourself with the call and
Yes,
stuff.
Oh,
ma'am.
that's Kate.
right. What's your name, please?
That's,
What's her name?
Kate.
that's Kate.
Yeah.
Oh, Kate! What the fuck, Kate? We got all excited. Okay, it's Kate. Anyway, so going back to
She
Nymeria.
thought you were a celebrity or something.
Right? I thought it was Colin or maybe Rachel. Anyway,
So how's Nymeria?
It's Nymeria.
the
Line
thing.
one.
Nymeria, how are you doing?
This is the weirdest thing. It's not like
Are you on a 3-second delay? Turn your radio down. I've
Yeah,
heard this
turn
on.
your radio
I've heard
down.
this. Turn your radio
turn
down.
your radio down, but I can't hear y'all.
You can hear
Anyway,
us.
talk about Nymeria. Oh my goodness.
Okay, so Nymeria. So here's my
phone
thing.
over here.
with the
This is gonna start like an awful feedback loop, possibly. We'll
with,
find out.
Make
your
point.
Find out in a moment.
Give me the damn dragon. Where's the fucking dragon?
Andrew.
The talking dragon.
I was going to talk.
Sorry, go.
Dude, this is the worst for the caller.
Just hang on 1 second. Go, Andrew.
Okay, so I was going to say that it's not you was meaning that like Nymeria walking away and like being like screw this. It's not really Nymeria that we'll see Nymeria.
See, I think it means because Arya was saying, come with me. I'm going home. I'm going north. I'm going home. And then Nymeria said, no, I don't want to go with you. I want to go back and murder what I'm assuming is Lannisters. So she's thought, that's not you. Just going home and giving up is not you. So I think Arya's going to turn back around and head south.
No, we know this is Stark reunion.
No, we don't.
I think she didn't finish the sentence.
How do we do that?
And she was going to say, it's not you, it's
That's
me.
why we need to... I say, that's why I haven't been going through all the trailers and theories and reading everything shot for shot and trying to analyze it too much.
What does Kate have to say?
Kate, your thoughts?
Well, because I was having this conversation with Colin and K. Richard Jenkins during the show, and Richard Jenkins made a good point of, at one point, Arya said the same thing to Ned, and I don't remember what the context was, but she essentially said, that's not me. Like, what you want is not me.
Yeah, it was when
I think that now Nymeria has changed enough, that makes sense that she has changed, and now she's a pack leader, so following you as a pet is not me anymore. Because the way that Arya said it wasn't like, that's not you, what are you doing? It was like, oh, that's not you anymore.
Right. Okay, well that could make sense. I guess it'll tell us next episode, but I don't think Arya is going to give up on her plan to head to King's Landing, sorry, I'm drunk. And the reason for that being that Gendry is in fucking King's Landing.
Yeah.
That's where he was heading. When Davos put him
But her family is north.
No, he was heading to King's Landing. He told him
Gendry was going to King's Landing, but yes, Arya's family is in the north.
Yeah, I disagree.
Give him the talking dragon.
I disagree. They're not going to have Arya turn around and go north and turn right back around and go south.
They are.
That's
bad writing.
That's bad writing, and this show does not have bad writing. Well, they might have the moments. Okay, they have moments. Okay, yes, they have moments. But overall, this show has really good writing, and that is a cheap story plot. But I still vote that Nymeria is going to be very much like Drogon was for Daenerys. When Arya is in mortal danger and we think she's going to die, Nymeria is going to leap out of the bushes and go and save Arya. That's my theory.
So then that gives our reunion...
Oh, I can still see that, yeah.
So then our reunion is going to be Sansa and Arya. Because those are the only Starks left in the north.
Well, here.
Yes.
All right,
So
Kate,
then,
and Bran!
Kate, let's let Kate go.
Yeah, that's
so
fine.
she's not like...
Bye.
Bye, Kate.
Yeah, because we gotta fix this. This is bad.
This is so bad.
Bye, Kate. Thank you.
Okay, we'll talk about it later.
Because she's hearing us from that microphone.
Okay.
She's watching and then we'll talk about it later.
Well,
Yeah.
Zach will fix it somehow.
It's the delay.
Magically.
Well, yeah.
Okay,
and then there's
you're
a delay.
talking.
Yeah.
You're the talking dragon.
God damn it.
We're talking about Arya and Nymeria going home.
Yeah, I mean, I'm kind of on the same as our commenters that are telling us that it's the parallel between the conversation she had with Ned.
We could...
And that now, I mean, Colin also was saying, and I think K. Richard Jenkins and Kate all brought this up during the episode, where they were saying that Arya is realizing she's not a pet anymore. She has her own pack. She has her own responsibilities now. She is her own, I guess, queen or wolf
Person.
or whatever you want to
A faceless bitch. She's nobody.
I would also like to say that we don't have to think so much into everything.
I do.
Yeah,
That's me.
I agree.
Yeah, we'll see. But
That's who
sometimes,
I am.
I'm not going into all the theories, but there have been some theories out there that you read and you're just like, wow, you're really just stretching for stuff.
I read one the other day that apparently, Arya is actually dead, and it's the waif wearing her
I read
face.
that too. That's kind of,
Ridiculous.
All right.
I'm sorry.
There was one last. Okay, what's the next?
That's it.
No, wait, no. There was no. Oh shit, there was something else I was gonna say.
Well, then there was the battle of the Greyjoys.
Oh shit! Yeah, fucking Sansa's are dead.
The death chart. So I must admit, I'm a little disappointed that 2 episodes in, and we've only had one major death. And that's the sand snakes, which I was concerned for a second that if I should just group the sand snakes all into one, what if only one of them dies and not all of them? Well, guess what? They all died. Now, what's her face? Ilaria? Is that how you say it? Yeah, I made her separate. She's separate from the sand snakes. So the sand snakes are dead. So far, pretty much everyone but Kate, Anna, and Boone, and Lauren got 5 points.
5 points. Woohoo!
5 points, yeah!
So that's a good start.
So let's talk about that scene for a minute, even though we don't have a lot of time. Do we have any questions that we need to answer?
I can't wait to rewatch that scene. So much was happening.
Yeah, we were actually rewatching it in there. I'm really excited about it. Okay, 3 minutes.
Thank you, 3.
Let's talk really quickly about stuff that's going to happen. We didn't see Bran this week, and we really need to see some Bran.
See him next week.
And no one told anyone that Bran is alive.
Right.
No, not yet.
So Dolores said needs to send some messages, but John's already gone. Maybe Sansa will receive the message. Everything is up in the air right now, but we are all heading towards a Stark reunion, which is really exciting.
Well, no, this episode was really good in that, like I said, it's all a game of chess, and now everyone has chosen their side, and they have their pieces are in position. So, like she said, so Euron made the first act of war with that fight.
So I just realized that we now officially have 3 queens. Sansa's in charge of the North.
Oh yeah.
Cersei's on the Iron Throne, and you've got Dany in Dragonstone.
Yep.
Okay.
The women are in charge. Go women.
Yeah.
Make good decisions.
All right. So
please make us
we'll
proud.
wrap it up. And
Yeah, I think we're good. Okay, so just as a reminder, please help me here, Crystal. Follow us on Facebook. Follow us on Twitter for more information on the Knights of the Drunk Watch. Thank you, Colin, for getting us smashed. At least
and
so
I'm scooping up the very last.
I am so
I'm not
smashed.
happy.
I'm getting there. I made it.
And Zach's got to edit stuff tonight, so.
Have another time.
Anyways, so we'll be back here at 7 next week.
Yep.
For the
Yeah,
pre-talk.
for pre-talk.
So pre-Game of Thrones, where we discuss tonight's episode less drunkenly,
Oh,
and
no.
more predictions.
What?
And what the internet bitched
Girl
about.
power, do a shot.
Oh Lord, man. Okay, all right.
There's
Only what's left.
we can scoop
I'll
up this
share,
last
I'll
little
share.
tiny bit.
I'll share the burden with your sticky fucking fingers.
And
It is
I do have
very
a
sticky.
voiceover class.
Jacob's taking the twins, except I'm gonna pour them
What?
in the Bears.
The Bears. All right.
Thank you,
Oh, God,
Colin.
it's
Thank you, Colin. Come join us next week.
Yes, we'll see you next week.
Our Dragon Jello mold will be
Will be
various
a little-
colors.
Colin and everybody else, join our Patreon. We got exclusive stuff coming out
Patreon.
all the time. So go over
Yes.
there and just $1 gets you exclusive.
We gotta
access
do
to
an
everything.
After Dark this month at some point.
Not right now.
Not right now.
Soon.
Soon.
Well,
In
we got,
time.
We got After Dark
Winter's
coming out on
coming.
Monday. So
Okay.
yeah.
So on Monday we're gonna have an After Dark. We'll be back next Sunday for
Oh.
Game of Thrones at 7 o'clock for our pre-Game of Thrones, and then we're gonna be back at 9 o'clock for our live stream. Then at 10:30 for our after show. Join us. Also check out our reaction videos, the shortened version of what you saw tonight on Wednesdays. And we may be dropping some snippets tomorrow just to entice you a little bit if Zach isn't too drunk. And thank you so much for joining us tonight. Thank you, Colin. Thank you, everybody. Come on.
To fire and blood.
Fire and blood to winter is here. And now
our
watch
watch
is
is
ended. God help us.
Bye.
Quick before we go
Ah,
another
man,
shot.
that melted one's like drinking medicine.